shut. He turned back, and the other passengers were all looking at him now, their eyes no longer hollow, but filled with a strange, pleading light. In a unified chorus of whispers, they spoke a single phrase: remember, or be lost. A cold, unnatural wind swept through the train car, carrying the scent of dust and decay. Outside the window, the desert began to twist and warp. The sand swirled into familiar shapes from his own memories. His childhood home appeared, its windows dark and empty. His first school rose from the ground, its playground swings creaking in the silent wind. The park where he learned to ride his bike materialized, but everything was distorted, nightmarish, like a dream that had gone terribly wrong. Panic, cold and sharp, gripped him. He knew with absolute certainty that if he didn't escape this place, if he didn't find his way back, he would become one of them, a silent passenger on a midnight train, forever lost between time and memory. He would be trapped here, another ghost staring out at the shifting landscapes of his own past, summoning every last ounce of courage he possessed. Lucas squeezed his eyes shut. He blocked out the whispering voices, the twisting desert, the pleading eyes of the passengers. He forced himself to focus on one thing and one thing only: home. Not the distorted memory of it, but the real place. He pictured the morning sun hitting his bedroom wall, the smell of coffee from the kitchen, the feeling of solid ground beneath his feet. He held onto that image with everything he had, a lifeline in a sea of madness. When he opened his eyes, he was lying on the cold gravel beside the train tracks. The dessert was gone. The whispering passengers were gone. Dawn was breaking, and the first rays of the sun were painting the Montana sky in brilliant shades of gold and orange. The thick fog from the night before was lifting, revealing the familiar outlines of his town in the distance. The old, rusted train was nowhere in sight, as if it had never been there at all. He fumbled for his phone. No signal, no missed calls, no messages from the night before. It was as if no time had passed. But as he stood up and brushed the dirt from his clothes, his fingers brushed against something in his pocket. He pulled it out. It was a small, black train ticket, the cardboard worn and faded with age. In faint, elegant script, it read, "Destination, the place between time." Lucas walked home in the morning light, the strange ticket clutched in his hand. He never spoke of the train to anyone. How could he? Who would ever believe him? But sometimes, on cold nights when the fog rolls in thick from the mountains, or when the wind carries the faint, distant sound of a whistle, he looks toward the horizon, and in the shadows, he swears he can see the dark silhouette of a train, waiting patiently for its next passenger. He wonders if someone else out there, lost and alone in the night, will hear its silent call, step aboard, and take a journey from which they will never return. The same